Do you want to set up a resistance band system that looks something like this? Then you are in the right spot, because in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up resistance bands and how to use a door anchor. Now, if you're still on step 1 and trying to find a resistance band system, then you could just check the references I put in the description below. It just has a couple different weights and they all have everything that you need. So you can reference that and then buy whatever looks good or is on sale. Now, before we start, the most important thing is to make sure your door anchor is in good condition. So you want to make sure this side doesn't have too many cracks in it, and this side with the loop isn't torn or fraying, and that will make sure that everything we're doing in setting up our resistance bands is safe. So once you do that, let's start and head over to the door. There's only 3 quick steps. First, open the door. Second, slip the door anchor between the door and the door frame. Make sure you're using the side with door hinges. 3, close the door. And that's it. In a second, I'll show you how to set up resistance bands. But first, let's go over the nose of how to use a door anchor. Unless you have a door anchor made specifically to go over or under the door, then it is not safe to do so. The door anchor is made of squishy foam, and the space above and below is just too big for it to be safe. You don't want to be leaning forward or backward if that door anchor was to pop through. And the same is true for the side of the door that opens. It's just too big of a space for the door anchor that we are using, and someone could also open the door while you're using it. And for that reason, even if you have a door anchor that's made for that space, make sure you deadbolt your door. Now that we know how to use a door anchor, let's move on to how to set up resistance bands. In general, there are 3 places that your door anchor will go depending on which exercise you're doing. Either above the top door hinge for downward movements like back pulls, decline chest, and tricep exercises. This helps prevent the door anchor from moving down past the door hinge. In the middle of the door, above the middle door hinge, for exercises like rows and chest presses. This also helps prevent the door anchor from moving down. Or below the bottom door hinge for exercises like upright rows, inclined chest presses, or shoulder presses. This helps the door anchor from moving up. After your door anchor is in, thread a resistance band through the door anchor loop. Then take one of the resistance bands and attach a handle using the clip, and repeat for the other side. And that's how to set up resistance bands. And now I have a few resistance bands, tips and tricks for you. So before you start your exercise, make sure your resistance bands are even. Take both handles, put them together, and make sure they fall at the same spot. If you need extra resistance, just use a few extra resistance bands. You can also double up the same resistance band and then do one side at a time. Don't forget your resistance band system comes with ankle straps as well, so you can do leg exercises. Just attach one resistance band to your door anchor, then wrap the ankle strap around your ankle, Velcro out, threading it through the rectangular metal piece. I think it's more comfortable if you use it over a sock or clothing. And just attach the other end of the resistance band to the half circle metal attachment. You can increase the weight and you'll need less space if you remove the resistance band clip from the door anchor, thread it through, and then attach both clips to the half circle metal attachment. If you got anything out of this video, thank you so much for giving it a like. I really appreciate it. I'm Derek Maker, and that's how you set up resistance bands and how to use a door anchor.